I've tried caffeine, I've tried weed, I've tried therapy and speed. All that I can find is nothing works as well the second time.
What's up, guys? Palmer here at Palm Tree Pokestop. So we did go to the Pokepolooza down there in good old Indy, and definitely, I don't think Collector's Emporium was 100% ready for the amount of turnout that they got. So regardless, with my two little ones, I wasn't able to actually go into the whole event because $10 is definitely worth it. They had a line wrapped around the building. Retrospectively, it'd be around the building. It went all the way from the front door all the way out to the parking lot, to the end of the parking lot, and I was like, I've got little kids, nah, I'm not standing here. And this did not look like it was gonna move. So I am food for thought. I'm definitely either A, gonna get a table, or B, I'm gonna pay the $10 so I can be one of the spectators and walk in and see how all of the other vendors are doing for the day. I can definitely say they probably weren't doing bad. That was a really big turnout for like the first one. So I feel like Collectors is gonna need to definitely get a little bigger venue next time. Regardless, yeah, we did go to a local card shop though, and made still a day of it, doing a little bit of Pokemon stuff. We went and found a ETB for the base set, so we've added a couple more ETBs. I also jumped on TCG Player and bought a couple of the promos, because with the booklet that comes in the promo, or in the, not the promo, but in the ETB, it actually gives you the promos too. And if you're doing a full-on like master set, you're going to get every card that was like basically printed with it. And I feel like that wouldn't be a terrible task, since the promos for base set are, I'm gonna keep pointing back there just like sorry. But yeah, the promos for base set are fairly inexpensive unless you get like the pre-releases, which the pre-releases that are the staff editions, those are expensive. I'll probably buy one at a time and not be like super like gung-ho dive in after it, because I think in total I spent like $40 on all the promos, which the two that we already had, which isn't terrible, considering there's like I think 16 minus the two that we have. So 16 minus, like, if you quick math, I think it's like maybe at best 50 to 75 cents a card. Some are more expensive than others. Some are like 20 cents, some are like 5 cents, some are like $1.50. But regardless, it's gonna fill out the master set, make it look, I gotta stop doing that. But it's gonna fill out the master set and it's gonna look a lot better. I think, especially if you're like, I'm gonna get every card from that set and I'm going to put it into a binder. So if you're striving for that, then yeah, it's worth a couple bucks here and there. I'm definitely gonna have to do a little more digging. I was a little sad that I didn't actually get to go into the Collecticon event, because we did make a bear with me. We did make a trade binder. Take out all my product while I'm at it. Yeah, well, that's not all of it, but you know, that's all the Japanese single booster packs. But we did do a little bit of a trade binder set. So we've got some of the SIRs, and then obviously our EX sets that were, or EX cards that we're gonna try and get, you know, like $1.50, and then the A-spec ones, and then obviously we have the multiple trainers, which I'm thinking about once I go to the next Collecticon. I might just do this because TCG Player, I looked at their prices, basically like their commission that they make off of their site. Now, granted, it's a platform that's already marketing for you, but it charges like 9% commission fees off of. So let's take Power Glass, for instance. We list 4 of them together, and they're like 20 cents a card, I think was the last market value that I saw. But 20 cents a card, you throw them on there for $1. TCG Player takes 9% of that dollar. So you're getting 92 or 91 cents for selling 4 cards and then having to pay shipping or send out shipping or make the customer pay shipping. When in hindsight to Wix, it's only 3% or 4% or 4.5, I think, for PayPal that I have to pay. So it's kind of a no-brainer. If you're already paying for your web page, why would you list on TCG Player? Regardless, I'm thinking about doing either like, basically like, hey, you want a booster bundle? Like, or not like a booster bundle, but you want a booster pack of like Stellar Crown or Obsidian Flame or base set. That's what we're working on right now, me and my daughter. But you want a thing for base set that has, you know, a couple of commons, a couple uncommons. Here's a 25 pack. I mean, if MJ Holding can do it, why not I? But, and then on top of that include, like, you know, the actual, like the actual hollow foils that are worth a damn, instead of, you know, I think the last MJ Holding like booster thing that was like what are they, like 25 cards. The hit was in front, and it was like a reverse hollow foil from, like, I want to say Sword and Shield, but it wasn't anything. It was like basically like a base card. Now, this is a fossil, German fossil Kabuto, but I don't even know how much that's worth. A buddy of mine, he actually gave me a whole, I don't have it prepared, but he gave me a whole bunch of German and Spanish cards that he had. So that shout out to my guy. I don't have him on Instagram, so I can't really like say his Instagram tag because I can't remember it at this time. But being said, the dude's a pretty awesome guy, so I appreciate his enthusiasm and collecting and the whole TCG aspect of Pokemon. It's pretty cool. Didn't think I'd find somebody like that in my line of work. Technician by trade, so I get greasy, I turn wrenches, I fix wires, and I rebuild engines. So the last thing you would think to see me doing as a technician is going, oh yeah, I like the Pokemon. Sorry, I'm just knocking stuff over and dropping everything. Oh, by the way, that is out of Heatwave Arena. That is Cynthia's Garchomp full art, which is a beautiful card. I had an itch. I opened up one of the singles, and it was definitely kind of like, I'm pretty positive the Japanese pull rate is like 50% better than the American pull rate. So I don't know if I remember correctly, Destiny Rivals is going to have all of the Cynthia line, and I'm pretty positive it's going to have a couple more crazy ones in there. Obviously all of the Rocket Pokemon, but there's another one. I can't think. It's either in or but I'm pretty sure N's in our Journey Together one right now. We have N's, Hops, Lily's Pokemon, and then what was the other one? Oh, Iona. Oh my goodness, everybody's like fan favorite Iona. I don't mean that in a bad light, I promise. Iona's caricature and like cards are actually pretty cool. But I'm trying to think of, yeah, it's Cynthia, because Cynthia is Magma. No, Team Magma. No. What era was Cynthia from? I gotta get back into the lore, guys, because it's just I'm missing a lot of stuff. Okay, collector, why are we not just opening? The glories of having Windows 10. It is abysmal when it comes to opening up a page. But I do have giant trees on my screen right now, so I mean, maybe it'll increase the Ethernet signal. Who knows? There, it finally opened. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got Lily in, and then yeah, so Cynthia is definitely a part of Destined Rivals. My goodness. Regardless, we'll go to sets, we'll go to Pokemon, let's go to Japanese. I love how Collector calls it Hot Air Arena. Best match, we'll go price high to low. Yeah, so you have Cynthia's Garchomp, Ethan's Ho-Oh, and then you got Arvin's cards, as well as Misty's, which all of this is going to be included in Destined Rivals, because Glory to Team Rocket, that's coming out April 12th. So I got to try and acquire a little bit of Glory to Team Rocket, because I'm trying to get you guys to jump on the Japanese cards, because quite honestly, the artwork is there. And the cards are 10 times better when it comes to like the American card versus the Japanese card. I feel like they hold out on us a little bit, because the actual like texture, the ridges. So this is, let me get this in a little better light here. So if you can see, this isn't a card sleeve. Take the sleeve off, and you guys you'll probably be able to see it in the camera. But look at the texture and the lines on this thing. It's nuts. The amount of detail they go into these cards is crazy, and that's a full art. That's not even an illustration or, yeah, secret rare, super rare. I can't remember what the heck they call them out on these, but like that card in itself is just immaculate. And then when you get to like the full illustrations, like this is from Future Flash, and this is going to, these two cards we're going to give away to our 500th subscriber on Instagram, and then we'll probably do a live rip on Instagram, and then to the 50th YouTube subscriber, we will do something a little more intense, because even getting 500 is nuts. Getting 50 on YouTube is even, I feel like, is like super hard. I don't know why. Probably because you just have to just go nuts with it. But that, I mean, the texture of that is just nuts. And I think, what is it? Blitzel? I think it's Blitzel. Yeah, Blitzel's not in Heatwave. I should have known that. I should have. Don't mind me. I'm just going crazy trying to look through all of these sets of cards. Hi, hello. Bear with me, guys. We're doing the scrolls. Yeah, it's Blitzel. Figured it out this time. The newer Pokemon, some of their names are just absolutely terrible to try and pronounce, and I apologize for butchering them. But anyways, yeah, we've got a little bit of an order going in for some more Japanese cards, and I am going to do the awesome phone spam every single distributor in the US as of tomorrow, so that's going to be just absolutely fun. But I gotta do it. I'm tired of jumping down my brick and mortar's throat and asking them for product and ordering with them, and them having to, oh, here you go, we're gonna keep throwing you a bone. Which I appreciate it. Like, don't get me wrong, I just feel bad that I am relying on someone else. I've always done everything by myself, so I feel like relying on someone else is, I don't know, it's just a thing for me. I feel like they've done so much for me, and I feel like I should repay them by becoming independent, I don't know. Regardless, I'm rambling again, so I apologize, guys, and yeah, we'll see what comes of it. We're going to also reach out to Voltex and try and give them a chance of, well, not so much giving them a chance, more of them giving me a chance, and giving Palmtree a chance to stock their product as well, because these little sleeves are amazing, especially for any binder. Like, Voltex is awesome. I'm not sponsored by them by any means, but I use them for about everything. The only reason why I have a different binder for me and my daughter's base set collection is because Voltex is so behind on their orders and like fulfillments, because everybody is like, this binder is awesome, and it really is. Like, it's great. The ability to pull the card out, the ability to put the card back in, like, it doesn't stretch, it doesn't flex, it doesn't do that weird little like wonky folding crap where it bends the cards as it sits when you start flipping deeper into the binder. Yeah, it's craziness. So, but regardless, I'm gonna do their whole submission forms and try and talk to them and hopefully be able to somehow get a English distributor. Don't see it happening because I'm so new, but you never know. It's 2025. Crazier shit happens. But yeah, try and get an English distributor. Try and talk to Voltex. Get some of their product on and start being able to offer that, as well as getting another Japanese order, which, yay tariffs. I'm definitely going to try and figure out some fun with that. I'm going to try and reflect the best price I can and most comparable price to market, but I'll do my best that I can, guys. Anyways, stay breezy, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.